Oscar Bevis for the Stomping Ground, powered by Wow Hydrate and available on the DAZN. I want to start by apologising because when I first answered the DM of Charlie Parsons in 2019, I didn't think it would end with you putting Matchroom's reputation on the line.
I just can't believe what I've seen in there with small talk. I mean, there was a show called TFI Friday, it's probably before your time, and it was just like that, but that's like a poor man's version, you know.
So I was thinking Soccer M vibes.
It's like some kind, but it's like some kind of party in there. I don't know what's going on, but you know, we're all done here in Manchester.
2 out of 10 for Jamie's Dev impression as well.
Decent, I thought.
I don't mind the Paddy Donovan Lewis cock.
Yeah, I thought it was good. Good all round.
Not bad. A halt for Jack Catterall in his quest to become world champion. I know you said you think Jack nicked the fight. A difficult one to score.
Very close. I mean, look,
loads of people with different opinions.
I'm at 115, 113 either way. No arguments. You know, I felt that he won the last round. I thought we edged the fight. I thought he was unlucky to not get the knockdown. I've got to see it back. But in real time, that is very unlucky to not be scored a knockdown. You know, it was a punch that sent him backwards. Was it an actual trip? Did they touch feet? I don't know. But it's done. And, you know, I think Jack will just be kicking himself a little bit because I just feel like he could have done a little bit more. Like, you can't leave that night kicking yourself with the fact that you could have done a little bit more. And I think he will, you know. And it was a fight that could have gone either way.
Was he wary of them big overhand shots? Because in rounds 1, 2, 3, he was caught a couple of times.
Yeah, you could see, like, they both caught each other. It was a tactical fight. It wasn't a thriller, but it was a very high-level fight, and, you know, one that I feel could have gone either way. And 115, 113 to Barboza from the American judge, 115, 113 to the UK judge, and 115, 113 from the Polish judge. And I think we'll get it here, but we didn't, and no complaints.
I'm with you saying that Jack should have won the last round.
I thought so. I mean, every judge had him winning, had Barboza winning the 12. I just didn't see that, to be honest. And if it goes the other way, on the 2 scorecards, we win the fight.
Yeah. I know that's not the immediate concern, but I know you perhaps would have thought about it kind of in the back of your mind. Dalton's WBC mandatory, you said, will be around November time. Dalton Jack for the summer, is that a fight that I see Dalton ringside talking about? I know he respects Jack.
I think Jack now, you know, you've got to get your head round, where do I go from here? He's still a world-class fighter. You know, he still draws a fantastic crowd. There's still huge fights out there for him, and he will be back 100%. I mean, it is, of course, a big blow because we've worked to get into this position, and that was set up for him tonight to win the interim championship and fight Teofimo Lopez. But, you know, he could have got it, he didn't get it, and that's the reality. So is a fight with Dalton Smith on the cards? Possibly, but, you know, Jack's got to have a rest and see what he wants to do.
Could he have a rematch if Teo fights Richards and
Possibly, yeah. I mean, that's a fight that WBO could order. We'll have to see.
Going down the card, Reece Bellotti, I bet I would have felt pretty sweet tonight after sitting in here and going on DAZN on the live stream a couple of months ago and going mental about
I think it was a great performance from Reece. You know, I mean, Gomez battled away, but he got battered, really. Let's be honest. And Reece is getting better and better. You know, Pat McCormack, I thought, looked sensational. Great performance against Robbie Davis. And Jazza Dickens rolled back the years. I mean, Zelfa, again, will be kicking himself for not doing more. But that was a massive win for Jazza Dickens. Connor Tudsbury looked fantastic. William Croller, again, brutal. And, good night in Manchester.
When you look at the Zelfa that fought Rakimov and the performance he put in, it wasn't that long ago in the terms of things.
It's a lot of inactivity. I mean, he was supposed to fight in December. He was a bit unlucky. He had an issue with the board, with his medical. He couldn't, you know, was supposed to go on a Steve Wood show. So that cost him a little bit. But again, it's just like, you know, when you're behind in the fight, you just got to, you know, you've got 3 or 4 rounds left. You've got to go for it. And he couldn't find any rhythm to do it.
Yeah. Keyshawn Davis, really good performance. Does that whet the appetite for him and Andy Cruz?
Yeah, the appetite for Andy Cruz is massive.
You have been banging that drum
since it's the biggest fight for Keyshawn.
Yeah.
Outside of Shakur, he's not going to fight. And of course, outside of Tank, tell me a bigger fight at lightweight than him against Andy Cruz. I don't know it. And I think Keyshawn's the kind of competitor that will want to fight Andy Cruz. And by the way, I think right now in the pros, he might be a favourite. But Andy Cruz has got his number, I believe. And I think it's a great fight for the sport and for the division.